gave me your good shit. God damn. Mic check 1 2 1 2. We back in full effect, man. That's our old school line. Old school hip hop heads. In full effect. The Something to Smoke To podcast. We here, baby. Shout out to all our subscribers, all our goddamn fans. Make sure you like, subscribe to the page. We're gonna keep this thing going. I'm Chris Hunter, man. Something to Smoke To podcast. I got my brothers, my co-hosts with me. What up, Smoke?
Nothing too much, brother.
Shit, tell them what you're smoking, what you're drinking,
good,
man.
Feeling great. Drinking on a little bit of Modelo.
Yeah.
Hey, smoking on the 185.
You went with the bill this time.
Yeah, I went with the beer this time.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. Smoking on the 185.
So tell us a little about the 185. What is that? Who make that? People want to know, man.
Let me fill in the gap for you right there.
The gap right there.
So the 185 is an Arturo Fuente, but it's an apprentice roll. So they use that for the people that they're training. But it's a really good smoke.
Yeah, the rookies do the work.
And from a budget perspective, it's a $2 cigar.
Yeah,
it's well worth every bit of that and a lot more because it is an Arturo Fuente.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. My brother Steve already started talking, but he might as well keep it going. What you're smoking, what you're drinking.
Well, what's going on, my brothers? So I'm on my second cigar of the night, actually. This is an Arturo Fuente, just a little Maduro shorty. I just finished a Liga H99, so I had to dial it down a little bit so I don't float away in here. And I'm still drinking my Sunday best rum and Coke.
Yeah. Trav on the boards. What you smoking, what you drinking, bro?
What's going on, man? Smoking this Drew Estates Liga 9. Sipping on a little Stella. Keeping it low.
Liga.
Yes, sir.
Big dog. That's what is that? Double Corona? Churchill? What is that?
Double Corona.
Double Corona. I am Chris, man. I'm smoking the Opus. This is a 888.
Yeah.
Size, man. This is a wonderful cigar. My brother Trav gave it to me. He said, man, you gotta smoke this shit. I actually introduced him to the 888 size in another cigar, but this Opus is something amazing, man. Opus Fuente, you did your job. How y'all week been going, man? How you been doing?
Hey,
Smoke,
man.
what up?
I say my week's been good, man. I went out there to Jacksonville to do a little bit of work, and then came back home. Spend a little time with the family, spend a little time with the fellas. Hey, man. Just going, man. It's been a pretty good week, man. Gotta say that. Happy New Year to everybody.
Happy New Year. Steve-O, how your week been going, brother?
Week has been uneventful, which is my favorite thing, just coming off the holidays. So Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to everybody. And much like most people, just recovering from that freeze that came through here and caused havoc in our yards. Maybe not our house.
We in Georgia too. We got a freeze in Georgia. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Well, you know, it happens. I know the New Yorkers try to say it don't.
Yeah. Now compared to the north, it's nothing. But for being in the south, well, it's a tragedy when the temperature dropped down into the teens. That's tough.
It's brutal, man. Brutal.
Trav, tell us about your week, man.
Pretty good, man. Birthday weekend. Relax with the wife, do a little bit of me time. Pretty good weekend, man. We're very relaxed.
Yeah?
Travis on the board.
Hey, man, I'm sure you weren't working your ass out, huh?
Had to take a weekend off, man.
Finally
take a weekend off. Hey, well, if you don't know, I my profession is I'm a realtor, and I actually filled up my week with showing houses and trying to get this year going. I actually got to show a house yesterday to the first client I ever closed 7 years ago. He got me to show his cousin because his cousin's looking to move in the same neighborhood. And I gotta say, man, it was bittersweet seeing him because I ain't gonna call his name, but he's up in age a little bit. And I found out yesterday that he has Alzheimer's.
Oh, man.
Which I hope I'm saying it right, but it was bittersweet. He remembered me, but he kept looking at me. But eventually he got comfortable, man. But I'm glad that people circle back around, and that's really what all this is about, man. Just doing good by people and hoping they come back to you and creating good relationships, and that's what our group is about.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Moving along, man. I want to ask y'all, since we are cigar enthusiasts and we do this thing, smoking cigars. We smoke and drink together. Twice a week, 3 times a week now.
3 times a week.
Minimum.
Yes, sir.
Well, I want to ask y'all, since this is a cigar-based podcast, what is your favorite cigar? Your favorite top 3, top 4 cigars that you like to smoke? I'm gonna start with Smokey on my side here.
Hey, man, I'm gonna say my number 1, I would say, is a Arturo Fuente Hemingway. That was my palate breaker because I am an infused guy. I like the Java as my number 2.
Java by Drew Estate.
Java by Drew Estate.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? That Java Mint, I would say Java Mint. I would go to the Tabak as my 3rd. That Tabak is real nice pairing when you want to, get some coffee. You want to wind down a little bit. Nice little infused cigar for those that's beginning smoking cigars.
Yeah.
I would say, jump on you a Tabak and then give you an in-between of, just saying, hey, a little bit infused, a little bit not infused. I think Tabak does well with that. And then my 3rd would be an Isla. I like an Isla Soul.
Got a lot of infused there.
Yeah, got a lot of
Java,
infused.
Tabak, Isla de Soul.
Yeah, for y'all that's gonna be watching this podcast, I am your infused guy. Hey, man. The infused is the way I like to go. I like a little sweet in everything.
I want you to tell them the cigar that brought the camel's back, though. What got you out of infused? What's pushing you?
I can't even tell you the name of it right now. Hey, man, we was
I think it was that Fuente.
Man.
Oh, no, you going Padron.
Yeah, we was in Miami, man. And I jumped on a Padron
1926. Bellicoso.
Man, it knocked my dick in the dirt. How about that? lay me out, man. I mean, but hey, man, my brother gave me another one here, and it's been maybe 2 years since.
Yeah, since you smoked a Padron. Yeah.
And man, it was really nice, man. I would say, hey, it didn't take me. It got me high, the cigar high, a little bit of loop. But it wasn't as crazy as it was the first time. So I would say this here. My palate has gotten a little stronger. You know what I'm saying? For all my cigar smokers out there, it takes a little time to get the way you really, really want to go.
Hey, the cigar enthusiast would say you jump from infused to Padron.
Yeah,
Back
I
to
jumped from a
infusion.
Pinto to a Cadillac.
And then got back into Pinto.
Yeah, get back in.
He went to the Cadillac, CTX or some shit they named.
Yeah. We're way up there. Way up there.
Oh
way
my
up there.
God.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a hell of a jump, Smoke.
Yeah, man.
Hey, Steve-O, tell the people what's your favorite cigars, your top 3, top 4, whatever you want to name, how you feel. What's your favorite shit out there?
All right, so today my top 3 starts with Arturo Fuente, the Añejo, the Maduro, just tried and true, super smooth cigar. If it didn't cost so much all the time, I'd smoke them every day. And not that they're super expensive, but it's still a $20 stick. And the way my bank account is set up, I'm only gonna smoke so many at a time.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say that's my number 1, and then my number 2. A little more expensive than that is the Opus X Lost City. Never go wrong with that. I'm gonna go number 3, being my Pappy Van Winkle by Drew Estate. Very peppery cigar, but
Yes, sir.
thoroughly enjoy that. I'm gonna go ahead and throw in number 4, which is the Buffalo Trace limited edition. You know, we recently tried that.
Really like that, huh?
Really did like it. Price point, it was box of 10 for $100. But I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I know I shared it with everybody here. Smoke might not have been there today. We busted the Buffalo Trace out.
It was.
But I think we all thoroughly enjoyed that Buffalo Trace. And I know I don't think we did it with smoke, but we were talking about our favorite pairings on what we're smoking and drinking with, and that palate changes all the time. But from a Scotch perspective, as an everyday drink, I'm gonna say the Johnny Walker Gold is right up there. And now we're in the cognac world. You know, we've experimented with a lot of stuff over these years, and currently we are transitioning over to the cognacs. And there's a Camus cognac. It's about a $70 bottle, but amazing pairing. I also like, you know, the infused world too. That's where I came in every once in a while. That, and like Smoke said, with a good cup of coffee. You know, when we do our couple times a year, sit down with a cup of coffee and a cigar. I don't mind the infused. Don't do it so much anymore, because there's that añejo or anything I've mentioned or that you're smoking goes great with coffee as well. So but that's what I'm smoking, and that's currently what I'm drinking. Now, a few months down the road, that might change a little bit.
Yeah, I ain't really say my pairing.
It's not Modelo.
What's your favorite pairing then?
My favorite pairing is a bumbo. Hey,
some old sweet shit.
Sweet shit.
Sweet on sweet.
Bacardi 10.
Hey
man, don't fuck with that 8. That shit ain't hit on nothing.
Big difference between 8 and 10.
We sorry, Bacardi. But the 10 is better.
The 10 is better. The 10 is better. You know, that's my pairing when I hit my cigars, you know.
Yeah. Trav, what's your top 3, top 4 cigars? Ain't your favorite pairing?
I would say I'll start off with what I started as a regular would be my Tabernacle by Foundation cigars. Really love that one. Hard hitter.
The Habano or the other one? Broadleaf.
I would say, well, I started off with the broadleaf, but the Habano is probably the everyday.
Yeah, that's a good one.
My number 2 had moved up, had smoked it a little bit more often now. The Don Carlos Shark. Really loving that one. Smooth cigar.
Yeah.
A little hard to find, but you stash up. It's a good everydayer.
Yeah.
Third, I gotta say, man, had my first one yesterday for my birthday, and the Neho Shark.
You smoked it.
Yeah.
Steve didn't say it, but that's his favorite cigar of all time.
Yeah, that's true.
That is a true statement.
Yeah, man. And my pairing with those, it kind of goes back and forth. I kind of added the bamboo in there as of recently, but mostly coffee, man. Love a good strong Cuban coffee.
You like your coffee black or cream and sugar?
It depends on which coffee. I'm drinking regular plain out coffee, I put a little cream and sugar. But if it's a Cuban coffee, black.
Cuban coffee, you trying to be goddamn on cloud 9.
Yes, sir.
It's a good
Push
taste.
him out there.
Good taste with a cigar, man. It's really good, man.
I bet it'll go good with that Liga 9 you smoking.
Yeah.
Shit, my favorite cigars, top 3, top 4, whatever I call out. I would say number 1, the Rare Black Opus X Forbidden. That's a very, very limited cigar. I think it only come out about twice a year. It's hard to get your hands on, but if you do smoke that cigar, man, you really gonna enjoy Rare Black.
I can concur.
Yes, sir. It's nice.
Number 2, I gotta go with my daily, man. Casa Cuba. I like the double Sace, the Toro size. That's probably one I smoke probably every day. After that, I would say number 3, which they're really not in any order, because it really goes on my mood, what I like to smoke. But number 3 would probably be Padron 1926 Maduro Bellicoso, the one that laid smoke out when we was at Padron in Miami. Shout out to George Padron. He showed us a lot of love down there.
Whole family.
Yeah. And I would say number four right now would be the Olmec by Foundation Cigars. That's a new cigar, and it actually just got number one in Cigar Snob magazine for the year 2022. It's amazing, man.
Should have been on the aficionado list too.
It should have been on the aficionado list, but it wasn't. I wonder about aficionado with that, but that bumped up there for me with my cigars that I'm liking right now. My favorite pairing right now, I would have to go with Steve with that Camus on the cognac. That Camus it shocked me, man. We've been trying out scotches over the years and whiskey, and we dipped over in the bourbon, but we finally made it around the cognac for our group. And Camus, that shit is
talking to you.
As far as scotch is concerned, I would still say Macallan. Macallan it might not be the best scotch you get, but it's gonna always give me what I want out of it. It's very consistent. They very consistent with their taste and stuff. As far as whiskey, Uncle Nearest small batch, I really love that, and that's the one with, if y'all see it, it's the one with the white label on it.
Got some power to it.
Yeah, it got some power in it, but that's a good one. And I would actually shout out to our wines. We didn't talk about wines.
I was gonna say that.
We've been getting into red wines, Cabernets, and Pinots lately. The last couple years actually. And as far as wine, my guy Mike from AG Cigars, he owns the shop there. Yeah, shout out Mike, man. That's one of the places we shop. We'll be talking about it in a second. He gave me a bottle of wine called Continuum, and man, we sat right here in the shed and drank that whole bottle, man. That was some good shit. Now, unfortunately, Mike is a wine snob. He probably won't want me to call him that, but he's a wine snob, and that's about $300 bottle he brought in here. But it was so amazing, I had to shout it out, man. I want to ask the room, and I'll start. What did you start with your? Actually, I'm not gonna start. I'll go last. What did you start with your cigar journey? What was the first cigar you smoked that said, man, I kind of like this shit?
Shit, that's hard for me. I would say Tabac was my first to say I like that shit. But my first one I smoked that knocked my damn ass on the ground was what was that? A factory smoke.
That knocked you down?
Yeah, that knocked me down.
No, that was that champagne.
Yeah, the champagne. Perdomo champagne.
Yeah.
Okay. And man, I was in the backyard on the Debo Pinnacle.
He was pacing all over the place.
Pacing like
sweating
crazy
in the wintertime.
Yeah. Hey man, I would say but the Tabac was real nice to me, man. Real smooth, real hey man, had great flavor to it with the chocolates and stuff like that. Hey man, I like Tabac till this day, man. I keep smoking those.
Right, I feel you. Steve, what did you get your start on this cigar journey, man?
So I probably dabbled a little bit while I was in the military. There was a guy I worked for. He went everywhere with a cigar in his mouth and never lit the thing. I mean, he smoked outside of work, but couldn't smoke at work, but that didn't keep him from having a cigar in his mouth everywhere he went. And there was the place I worked, there was a place we built from the ground up, and we christened it on New Year's, had all the families over, and that was really my first time smoking a cigar. Still didn't know nothing about him, and he rolled his own cigars. You know, he made his own blends, rolled his own stuff, but then here and there, and then when I got here after retiring out of the military, I started with the infused, you know, not the Java. That was my cigar back then. I'd get one whenever I wanted to smoke it. It would just sit in the backyard. There was no humidor going with nothing. There was no stockpiling. I just had it out. It would sit in the box. I'd pull it out. Yeah. It wouldn't sit there for long, but you know, if I bought a cigar, I bought it for one cigar for the whole weekend. And then as this group got together, we had cigar smokers in there, and we just kind of grew together, and then those palates expanded to where I've almost left the infused world. Still enjoy them. I just don't personally buy them so much anymore, just every once in a while. But
you grew.
yeah, definitely. I mean, I remember Smoke. He talking about these damn liquors. Smoke wasn't doing none of that shit. Smoke like this nasty shit.
Now he know the notes and shit.
The notes of vanilla. That's in there.
sir.
So, but that's where I got it from, and I'm never gonna say that what I'm smoking now is what I'll be smoking tomorrow, because those things continue to change. It's just kind of like the liquor, you just keep expanding those palates. Same thing with like the wines. We just keep trying and trying and trying. It's wintertime now, so I'm more into the dry wines. In the summertime, I'm more into the sweet wines.
Yes, sir.
In there, but that's kind of been my journey up to this point.
Yeah, you have introduced me to a lot of good cabs, Cabernets.
Yeah.
And I'm not a $300 bottle guy. I'm a $10 bottle of wine guy. I am nobody's snob. I'm your broke man.
Shout out
Earl Working
Stevens.
Man cigar, the working man damn wine.
That's it.
Shout out Earl Stevens on the wine. I really like Earl Stevens.
He did his thing on that one, man.
And Steve is known for he introduced us to the 19 Crimes by Snoop.
Yep.
Really good shit. Trav, what's the cigar that started you off? What's the cigar that you said, you know what, I'm gonna keep doing this shit. I like this.
Well, it started with my dad, man. My dad was a postman down in Miami, Florida, and on his route, he basically had a lot of shops that rolled. And so, Christmas they blessed him with a lot of liquor, a lot of cigars. He didn't know what they were because they were unbanded, but that's where we started at, and I ended up kind of migrating over to Foundation, the Tabernacle. It's been good from day one. Just kept going with it. Hasn't changed. Everyone I smoke, exact same smooth smoke. So Tabernacle is basically my intro to the New World cigars.
Okay. Well, as far as myself, the first cigar I ever smoked was I was in Belize with Alice, my wife. I smoked a Cohiba Siglo. To this day, I don't even know if it was real or not, but I'm hoping it was.
Be like, how much did you pay for it?
Yeah. I don't remember.
You got it off the beach.
I can spot fakes now, but back then I ain't know what I was doing. But I did enjoy it. I sat on the balcony of that hotel. I think we was at Cocoa Beach in Belize, and man, it was great out there. It's something about smoking in the tropics, man. It makes the cigar just open up, and I really enjoyed it. So that was my first one. But once I got with this group, I kind of got a shock and awe with my cigar journey, because we live in McDonough, Georgia, and I go to a shop. We all go to a shop called AG Cigars. Shout out to Mike, the owner. He was a real close friend. Basically, I went in there as a rookie, not knowing what to get, and actually, it was Steve's party that he had for Byron in his backyard that I was coming to. And I said, I want to get a cigar to go back there. And I think I gave Steve one, and he just took it from me and put it down. I don't even remember if the motherfucker said thank you or not. But
probably not. But I didn't slam the door in your face.
I'm not Byron. Yeah. But the cigar that he introduced me to was the Don Carlos by Arturo Fuente, and that one, it was another amazing cigar, man. I really liked it, and I bought that for a long time, and then eventually he introduced me to Padron, and Padron really took me over the top. Padron, any Padron, whether it's the regular brown label or if it's the 1964 anniversary series or the 1926 anniversary series, that shit it hits right, man. And so I didn't start off with the low budget cigars, even though as a group we did smoke the low budget cigars when we came together as a group, and we'll get Steve to elaborate on that. But the Padron, anything from them, man, I love it. And Padron and Fuente, probably my two favorite brands. Steve, we got to backtrack a little bit, brother. We got to backtrack a little bit. we didn't start as a group with the high dollar cigars. As a group, what do we smoke? Let the people know.
Wow. So for those of you who smoke cigars,
So they don't think we snobs because I like
we
opiates and shit.
started in the bottoms, that's for sure. I think the first ones we were doing as a group were like Cuban delights. They had all these flavors, but you would rotate from smoking it to dipping it because the damn tobacco would be falling apart in your mouth while you're smoking it. And then always looking for the cheap ones that fell within our budget because as a group, every month we pay dues into our liquor and our cigars, and so that only goes so far. So we always experimenting, and so we were doing these factory smokes for a good while.
Where the people the rookies can get the factory smokes from?
Cigars International. You go online. You can order that. You get a really good price point for that. They got infused versions in there. They got non-infused Connecticut sun-grown in there. At the end of the day, you're gonna kind of get what you pay for. Now, the factory suite is for an infused cigar. From a budget perspective, you just can't beat that. I still have them and will smoke them every once in a while. And they don't fall apart. That tobacco don't go in your mouth like the Tatianas. I gave one to Travis not too long ago. And
spitting the whole time you smoke.
Yeah, don't cut it, punch it. Just poke a little hole in the back.
The construction is important.
Yeah. Those, I think they just poured the leaves in there and then rolled them. I don't think they packed them. Nothing.
This is all short fillers tobacco.
It is. I've seen weed roll tighter than them damn cigars.
Oh my God. We do got a couple brothers roll some amazing weed.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This is a cigar podcast.
Shout out, Sean.
That we are.
But it says something to smoke to. It didn't say specifically what you smoke.
Right.
You can listen and smoke whatever the fuck you want.
And we were with you. We are with you.
Hey man, so our journey went from I would say factory smokes because we did smoke them a lot, and then we went to Cuban Delights a little bit, and then all of a sudden there was an explosion of different brands, different New World brands. A couple Cubans came along the way, and here we are. Something to Smoke To podcast, man. We smoke some of everything now.
Yes,
We here, man.
Now we're getting snobbish. It's getting a little more snobbish.
But that took years. That took growth.
It surely did. And,
probably not me, but yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe that trip to the Dominican really pushed us on over the damn ledge.
Nah, we was over the ledge before then.
I think it brought Smoke along over there. Pushed Smoke over the ledge right there because he, like you said, he's smoking them Hemingways, and he was barely touching that because I think you were still almost completely infused until we got there, right? That was your breaking. That's what took you over the top.
Hey, Chris, man, tell us about that trip, man.
Well, I mean, the trip. Basically, we went on a trip to Dominican Republic. Our group, the Neighborhood 8. A few of us went on a trip. Well, actually, wasn't a few of us. It was about six of us went down there, and Mike from AG Cigars, he hooked me up with a chance to tour the Arturo Fuente factory down there, because he knew I was a big fan of the Casa Cuba and the Opus line and pretty much everything they got. And so once I told him about the trip, he said, well, I'm gonna work it out where you can get in the Fuente factory. And for those that don't know, that's some pretty hard shit to do.
Yes.
Like, it's not.
You got to know somebody.
You can't just walk up in that district. You cannot just walk up on that factory. But he hooked it up. He got with the president of the United States division, Rich, my guy Rich, to get us in there. And I had to give passport information. I had to give full names, and I had to go through a security process to get us in there before we even got to Dominican Republic. And that shit, it's something, if you are a cigar smoker, man, you need to find a way to tour that factory and go down there and see the people actually rolling, or boxing the cigars. I let my brothers elaborate on some of the shit we saw, man, but it's once in a lifetime, man. That shit was amazing. Smoke, how you felt about the DR trip, man?
Hey, man, it was so amazing.
To the factory, because we did a lot down there.
Man, they invited us in, man. They showed us the process. They even gave us some rejects, man, that we was in there like, wow.
Yeah.
You know, man, I don't know if it is. It's
That
just
shit couldn't have been
because
no reject.
yeah. I don't know if it's just because we was in the, on the islands. They smoke better. It's something about the temperature, the moisture, and all that, man. It's like those cigars smoke so great down there, man. And we was like at all the whole time we toured that facility, man. And it's like they invited us like family, man. And it's like
The people was so great down there.
the people
man.
was great. The rollers was great.
Yeah.
I mean, man, we met people that really invited us to show us the process, and then they showed us how the tobacco was, where it came from, and how they dried it out, and then how they rolled it up.
Yeah, how they fermented and everything.
Yeah, how they fermented it and everything. How it started off. I mean,
We even saw the wheel where they rehumidified and everything.
right. So you know what I'm saying. Even all the way down to where they make their own boxes, they gather their own wood, and the process that they go through, man. That thing was amazing, man. It was something for everybody to see.
That's right, man. Hey, Steve, tell us about the cigar tour, the factory. What you thought about it, brother?
I thought it was pretty amazing. I got a little bit of a different perspective than y'all. They got some of the best bathrooms I've ever seen.
Why you gonna go there, man?
Because of the pictures that were hanging up on the wall.
Oh, shit. Tell us about the bathrooms.
So it was a 2-hour trip to get to the factory from where we were at.
We came from Sosoa. We was staying in Sosoa.
Yeah, so
If y'all know what we talking.
We was in the ghetto. First off from where we stayed at the resort.
Hey, man, I like Sosoa.
Yeah, we got. You can tell a lot of stories about that place.
Yes, sir.
But
Yes,
the
sir.
day started off with breakfast, and there was something in that breakfast that I didn't get along with so well.
Bubble guts.
So we were probably an hour into the trip, but it wasn't just me that was going down. I got hit the worst, but we driving up there. Our brother Z was in the van. He's like, and Chris is driving at the time.
I ain't gotta tell that. I was driving,
You
bro.
told me to tell the story. You told me to tell the story, and Chris is a guy when it's
Talk about the factory.
I'm telling you about the trip to the factory. So, Chris wants to get from A to B, no questions asked, no stopping, no nothing. And he's like, hey, man, you think you can
straight line.
pull over? I got to use the bathroom. And Chris like, hey, man, you're going to have to wait. And then about 15 to 20 minutes later, I said the same thing, and then it became a priority to stop. And then
Something about privilege.
I pulled the privilege card and said, hey, man, you're going to have to stop for me. So we found a little hole in the wall gas station, and Chris, for whatever reason, it still took a while, but then Chris started doing laps around the gas station. I'm trying to jump out the van with the door open.
And I was like, well, are we going to stop or what?
Yeah, it was about to be bad if we didn't, but
Hey,
get over there.
Discombobulated.
Yeah, and then finally we get to the factory and we're waiting on Rich, the president over here in Tampa. And while we're in the conference room, we're smoking, and I'm on my second or third break, and I go into the bathroom, and that's where I meet Rich. Unfortunately, and he's in there on the phone, and I'm not on the phone, and I just had to stall him out till he left, and I was
Dropping one.
Let it rip.
not dropping.
Not one.
Hey, I'm gonna just tell you, I was peeing out my butt. It was bad. It was bad. And so everywhere we went in that factory, because we went from place to place, I found every bathroom they had. It was a rough ride. I didn't miss nothing, but I got to experience parts of that factory nobody else ever got to see.
Okay. Hold on. Outside of the shit, what else did you experience in the factory?
Oh man.
Oh, you wanted to know about the cigars? That's what you said. I didn't know exactly what you were referring. My bad. You got to be very specific with me. And maybe you said it, but I felt like I needed to get that out figuratively and
got it
literally.
out.
I did. I really did. I lost a lot of weight that day. That is for sure. But the experience inside there was phenomenal, man. Just to be able to see the rollers doing their thing, and they got different departments. They got people with different skill sets. They got specific rollers for the Opus series, and you got to work your way up there. And then how Carlito personally makes his own recipes, sends them in. They go in there, they get their little card to go make it, and they go through that part. And then the fermenting part where we actually smelt the ammonia that was coming, and that was Eddie with his bionic nose that smelt it first. And I was like, that can't be no ammonia, but come to find out, there's ammonia in tobacco naturally. And so part of that was fermenting that and bleeding that out of there. But it just was super phenomenal. And then to get what they don't like the word rejects. I don't think any of us like. And I remember the guy said he said it is my pleasure, but also I'm sad to say these are rejects because even they just didn't meet their quality standards. But when I tell you they were phenomenal,
control is amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. So we got a whole lot of those. We didn't even know what they were, whether they were 858s, Hemingways, but they're all unbanded coming from downstairs. And so they gave us a nice stockpile than that. It was actually better than the gift pack that they gave us that was banded when we came out of there. So we came out of there real nice, and then we all got the one cigar that ain't nobody seemed to get. It rolled by one guy on Earth, and he called it the Sweet Pussy.
Yes, he did. Yes,
good name.
I still haven't smoked mine to this day.
I haven't either. A few of our group has already smoked it, and they vouched for it.
Yeah, but it's a phenomenal stick. But that experience was, first of all, super humbling to even be able to go there because, like Chris said, nobody gets that opportunity because it's not open to the public. When he say you going through security gates and this, that, and the other, you're like
armed guards, bro.
Yeah, armed guards over there. But they made us feel like VIPs. Yep. And there was only one other person getting a tour in there, and that was somebody high up somewhere. But other than that, it's not normal. People were looking at us like we were special, and we definitely felt that way as we were going through there. So, and it was a great experience, and from a bonding experience, the trip itself was super phenomenal because none of us thought we would stay together the whole time there. We thought we would do certain things together, going about our business, but we never broke from each other, not one time, except to go to sleep at night. That was it. Other than that, we was together just like we are here, 24/7. And
the brotherhood, dude, we have shown that we travel well together. We've grown to that point. Actually, we're about to book this next trip. We already started booking Costa Rica, and we taking our newest member on the trip with us. Trav, you looking forward to Costa Rica, bro?
On the board.
Man, I am finna let go. I am ready, man.
Yeah.
Literally can't wait, man. Wish it was around the corner right now.
Yeah, I've already been researching excursions and cigar shops and rum tastings that we can go on. Eddie, he's done all his homework. Our brother Eddie, another member of the TN8, man, he's been searching and finding things for us to do down there. So we're gonna have a good time. I think we're gonna be there 5 days.
Yeah.
Thursday through a Tuesday.
Costa Rica, get ready, man. The neighborhood 8 is coming.
Yes, it is.
We ready, man. So I want to transition. I talked about it a little bit. I want to know your favorite cigar shops. Where's the place that you like to shop for your stick? Everybody knows my favorite is AG Cigars. My brother Mike, man, over the years we've gotten really close. I've learned a lot about business from him and motivation. He's a real good brother. He's helped me out a lot on that aspect, but he also served me my favorite cigars, as far as Padron, Casa Cuba, anything Fuente. I get it from Mike.
He's your pusher.
He's my pusher. He's pushing it on me. But he's also taught me a lot about it and gave me a lot of access. Mike is the one that got me and Smoke access to Padron in Miami. Well, me and him, we were rookie smokers at the time, and we got to meet George Padron, and he embraced us and treated us like family also. Real good brother right there. So tell me about the places that you like to shop. Where do you like to go to procure your cigars?
Hey, man, I would say AG Cigars. Hey, man, is where I go most of the time.
Shout out to Kenny, too. That's my bro.
Yeah, brother Kenny. I would say that Cigar International online.
Yeah.
That's where we get the most. Where I get the most cigars from. And hey, we got to give it up to Mike. He always treated us like family. He even come in the backyard with us and chill sometimes.
Oh yeah.
You know, and bring his rare wines. And hey man, we spend our money at Cigars A&G, bro.
Yeah.
A&G.
So AG and Cigars International is your two. What about you, Steve?
Definitely AEG because I don't go to too many places to get cigars. So from a brick and mortar, AG is definitely the spot. You know, Mike's our boy. He's local. You always got to support them as much as possible, even when it ain't always the best price point. That ain't the point. You know, it's like
Support your brick and mortar.
Got to support your brick and mortars, and that dude has supported us, and he's a phenomenal dude. And online, Cigars International for a good while, but now Tampa Sweethearts, which is owned by the Fuentes, out of Tampa. We ordering out of there with our cigar dues that we do every month, and that's how we keep our stockpile on for our bang for our buck for what we collect together. And
when we get together every Friday,
right? Yeah. So shout out to Mike there. And then lately, not really purchase cigars there because you want to support while you're there, but as a hangout spot, we've done it a couple times now. The Cigar Bank, which is a local little place to hang out, which I think we started committing to, like, we're gonna try to go there every once in a while and just hang out, and then patronize them as well. And they've improved over the times we've been there on what they're actually carrying, because the first time we went there, woo. But it's also not easy to get cigars when you own a cigar place, because you have to be in, it's like a drug game. You can't just go get your cigars from anybody. Those distributors, that they're limited on who they're going to give it to. But I think the best cigar I've seen there now is that they're able to get the Ligas over there, which I was totally surprised, considering 2 weeks before I was smoking a King Solomon. No shout out to them whatsoever. Stay away. It looks amazing from a presentation standpoint, but it is absolutely horrible.
Sorry about the King Solomon cigar, man.
Yeah, wow. Do better.
Yo, one of our brothers gave that to you, and he probably won't give you nothing else.
Yeah, I should have known, because he gave one to every damn body that something was wrong with that shit.
Oh man, how'd you compare it to the LFD?
It's way worse than the LFD. The LFD, that one I smoked, I don't know which one I smoked, it was pretty terrible too. And it also has a curse in the domino game, because I smoked 2 LFDs and lost 10 damn games in a row, which is like, that don't never happen. And I mean, like, not even competitive. I was signing my name every game.
The funny thing about that is you and Smoke actually taught everybody how to play dominoes now. When we get together on Wednesdays and Fridays, we play dominoes, smoke cigars, and have a good time. But they were the experienced domino players that
was you playing domino, Smoke?
Taught everybody.
Because we learned it.
I was
a little bit at the time. Oh yeah, okay. But
me and Jasmine played a lot.
Right, because it all started at the cabins when we went up there a couple years back.
Yeah, but I just learned a little bit more with y'all about first 10 in. Me and Jasmine, me and Jasmine, we play fives and all kind of stuff. So.
And the rules are whatever you make them. It's just like spades. Whoever owns the table makes the rules, and spades got some
the house rules,
funky ass rules these days on how they. If you around our age group,
deuce.
When you was younger, all that shit didn't exist like that. So you had to earn them points. These days, they spades is way different, but that domino game is something we do on a regular basis, and these skills have really improved over time, because in the beginning my winning average was over 50%. I'm probably we probably across the board everybody's around a 30% victory rate. So it's really puff give in those victories.
And we done kicked a couple off the domino table because they just couldn't get it. But shout out to Charles,
Eddie.
Yeah, some people's education system was fucked up. They just can't count.
We done got that counting down.
Yep.
Trav, tell us about your favorite cigar shops, where you like to shop.
My 2 local brick and mortars gonna have to be the Tobacco House up in Buford, Georgia. It's a foundation store.
Shit.
They pretty much stock all foundation cigars. Good shop, good owner, family owned. It's a good spot. Yeah. What I've come to recently learn through you all will probably be AG. Mike really look out, get you what you need. Always have some real good smokes in stock.
Right.
I would say for my online shops, made a good friend out of Kenneth up in Fanatic Cigars online.
That's
Man.
another Fuente shop, man.
Yes, sir, man. If you have a hard time finding some Fuente anything,
Yeah.
that's your man. He
Yeah.
gonna hook you up.
Now, people shop in different places because of the price point. What's Fanatic price point?
I would say it's actually pretty competitive. They don't try to hit your pockets too hard, and you can really find the rare things that you're trying to find. At other shops, you can only probably get one or two.
Yeah.
And if you want it, they're gonna sell it to you.
So if y'all ain't pick it up, Trav do like the rare shit. He is transitioned from Tabernacles to rare opus. He's got almost every opus I can think of at this point, besides the Purple Rain, which he's on his way to getting that.
Just gotta wait for it to come out.
Right.
Yeah, he gotta wait on that. Yeah, and you gotta find it. Cigars are they're a real niche thing. Sometimes you can find ones like Factory Smokes, you can get them every day, and ones like Rare Black Opus, you can only get twice a year.
So you can add
If that.
añejos to that list.
Yeah, and then añejos that come out at the end of every year. So that's one time a year for that. That's Steve's favorite cigar. Tell me, why is that your one? Why is that the one that you say, hey, this is my shit, bro. This is number one.
So Maduro is definitely my cigar, regardless of what I'm smoking. That's what I'm always gonna want. But that añejo doesn't leave a taste in your mouth, and it's very smooth. So it's just like, you wouldn't, for as dark as that wrapper is and as strong as that thing is, the fact that you don't get this huge aftertaste in your mouth, it's a phenomenal smoke. But that's why I like it. I love it, really.
And that's the one where the wrapper, I think, is aged in bourbon barrels. Right?
Yes,
Yeah.
most definitely. And
Bourbon or cognac. Don't get me
Good
twisted.
smoke, man. Good smoke.
now you're making me think.
So
I'm
It is one of them. We're gonna have to look it up.
Yeah.
But tell me this, which is your favorite añejo?
Well, I've only think I've had it once or twice, and that's that shark in there. But once again,
The most highly sought after one.
yeah, you just not getting ready to go walk somewhere or pull up in somebody's store and grab one. That's and the añejo itself is not easy to get. When they come in, you just got to make sure you stockpile on those things to have them in your humidor to last you however long you want. And I try to space those things out and not smoke them until they're gone. I think I got 6 of them now, and I'm gonna take the whole year to smoke those things.
I'm glad you said that. When would you choose to smoke one?
Sometimes
what makes you,
Sometimes
want
it,
that?
when special occasions, like if we traveling somewhere together, I bring I'll say that rare black that I sat on for a year. I took it with me a lot of places, but it was just about, I had to have that certain feeling like I just wanted to smoke it. But like I can sit at home in my hot tub, when I'm just sitting by myself, and let yourself decompress, and you can pull that thing out, man. It's just, people who smoke, you understand, it just puts you in a state of mind, man. It just allows you to just breathe, sip on a scotch, a whiskey, a bourbon, a cognac, a rum, whatever it is you drinking, man, or a wine. I mean, not forget the wine, because I love my $10 bottles, but it's just I always gotta highlight that. Now, don't think I won't drink a $300 bottle. I just didn't put in on it. That's all I'm saying.
Nothing wrong with that, man. We all around the price point. We everywhere with it. Shit, Trav. Tell me your go-to, since I just asked Steve, your go-to favorite one that it's a special moment you want to smoke, that one. I know you gave me your number one earlier, but pick one out that hey, this is Christmas, or it's New Year's, or it's I just closed $1 million deal. You tell me.
I would say Don Carlos Anniversario. Yeah, that's new one that I had to throw into the mix. Bought a box of it. Probably take, like Steve say, take the whole year to smoke that box. But man, it's good smoke, man, and it's rare you can find it. So it's something that I think everybody should try, and I got a feeling it's gonna jump in their top 10 easy.
Smokey, you had to step out a minute, but I want to get to you. Now, I know I just recently put you on the 1926 Padron Bellicoso Natural. Maduro in Miami knocked you out. But what is the one you going to say, you know what? I want this one to celebrate my son's graduation or my son hitting a three-pointer at the end of the game. You tell me.
The Opus X Black.
Ooh, he's a rare black fan.
Yeah, man, that Opus X. When you gave me the Opus X, man, I would say my brother Chris gave me an Opus X, man. That thing is nice, man. It's a little bit pricey.
Yeah, it's pricey.
Yeah, it's pricey, but man, that's a great smoke.
With limited comes price. It's just like anything else, supply and demand.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
After smoking it, would you say the price is worth it?
Hell yeah.
Yes, I will say. I will buy it for a great occasion.
Yeah.
For
A cigar.
Special occasion.
A
cigar. I'm not going to get the box. I'm buying the box.
Yeah.
I'm buying the box. And I'm glad we piggyback off that because the Rare Black is my number one. I've already said that before. But one of the special moments that I gave it out was at my daughter's birthday shower when she was being born. I actually gave the group several cigars that day, but I gave that one out at her birthday shower, and it's because it's my only daughter, man. It's my last. You know, I ain't having no more kids, so I said this is a moment where I can give my guys something they'll never forget. Because I was thinking to myself, of course, I'm never gonna forget the birth of my daughter, so that's why I picked that moment.
Yeah.
To me, like Steve said, cigars, smoking them, and
Thank you, Larry, for
especially,
coming along.
yeah, man. the special shit that you smoke, not your dailies, but your high dollar cigars or just your favorite one. It's all about that moment, you know, when you celebrate, because it's a celebratory thing, and it's also a meditative thing. You know, everybody that smokes cigars probably seen the video online with Steve Harvey where he say smoking cigars to him is like yoga.
Yeah.
It's his peace. You know, I can say the same. Like if I sit back like Steve, man, with a cigar, glass of scotch, a good glass of wine, or even one of my favorite is coffee, or a bottle of water, man, I get my best ideas while I'm sitting there smoking a cigar, most of the time by myself. And my mind just run when I'm smoking, man. I really enjoy it, man. It calms you down.
Yes, sir.
It's a beautiful thing, man. And after seeing the factory, as a group, the Neighborhood 8, man, I would think that we got a new appreciation for the business, for the product, for the people that roll it. Like we're not just out here shooting the shit. We really care about what we're doing at this point. And I think we grew to that. How y'all feel about that, man? Did that trip really make you like on another level with it?
Oh man, it was a great trip, man. It really opened us up as respecting the leaf, respecting the smoke, where it come from, how it smoked.
People that's working, man.
Hey, me as a guy that was a rookie in the game, I felt like, man, I understand why these guys smoke these cigars, man. It's really a woosah moment. We can all lay back and just chill.
Yoga.
I just got one question for y'all. When is the second trip?
To DR? Because we already said we going to Costa Rica.
Hey,
but
man, I'm talking about the DR.
Hey, man, we got a plan.
Yeah, we got a plan.
Yeah, we gotta see if we could get back in that goddamn place.
Well, I want to one up next time, man. I want to go to the farm.
Yeah, that'd be great if we can get in that damn thing. That's for sure.
I want to see the leaf hanging from the shed. I want to see the farm, baby.
Yes, sir.
Something to Smoke To podcast, man. We loving it. We having a good time. Enjoying our smokes, enjoying our drinks. Just tell me the year coming up, man. It's 2023. 2023, man. What's your plans for the year? What's your goals? How you seeing life right now, Smokey?
Hey, man, I'm seeing it as jumping year. Hey, man, getting out of the comfort zone, jumping into things that we really want to try.
Yeah.
And not worrying about failure. Bro.
This is one of them.
and this is that year for me.
Yeah.
It's just not to worry about failure. Jump into my purpose of life.
Yeah.
And thank God for the places that He have put me in, around the people that He have put me around, and being intentional in the relationships that I've grown to have and to build.
Yes, sir.
I thank for life. I thank you for life. So hey man, it's a jumping year, man. Just let's jump, y'all. Jump into the things that you really want to do in life. So.
Salute to that.
That's what's up, man. Steve, what you got going for this year, man?
Yeah, I don't know if I'm trying to jump anywhere anymore. I mean, progress is progress in there, man. But I just want to keep building on what we've created here.
Yeah.
For me, life now is about a state of mind. It's not about stressing myself out over work, chasing things, let things come natural to you. I mean, obviously you gotta chase things that you want, but I want to chase my state of mind. I want to be in a place where I can just say, fuck it. I don't care about shit else. This is everything to me.
And I can imagine being former military, being a veteran. That's really important to you, man.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to the veterans, man. I really respect what y'all do, man.
Appreciate it. This is my counseling right here. This helps settle my PTSD, man. It really does. From a guy who didn't really have friends, I had brothers in the military. Don't get that stuff wrong. But when I went home, I was home, and I never had friends like that. And then how this all came about from the stories that we've told and the ones we'll tell in the future. This means a lot to me. I feel like it means a lot to the rest of this group as well. Otherwise, we wouldn't be in this group.
Hey, we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be here if it didn't mean that much. Trav, what you got for the year, man? What's your goals? I don't like to say resolutions and other shit like that, because we ain't trying to get in the gym and then next week we not in the gym. If you in it, I respect it and keep it going, but don't make a resolution out of it. Just do it. What you got, Trav?
I would say, man, on this health kick journey, not so much the workout plan, but just more so changing a healthier lifestyle than I've been living. Expanding my business on a non-emergency medical transport business. Looking to expand a little bit more. End up gaining a whole bunch of brothers. So it's been a good journey up in this point. Just want to go further.
I feel you. Well, myself, I'm looking to do like Steve, man. I'm looking to expand on the things we've already started, the things we're building, and stay in a good state of mind, and just grow as a man, and you know what? Like Smoke said, get out of my comfort zone, man, and embrace my power, man. I know a lot of people in the city. I'm born and raised in Atlanta, and every time I see people, fortunately, they always say how good I treated them, and the things that I influenced them on along the lines. And I'm looking to expand that. I'm looking to get out of, like Steve always say, when Chris first came around, he was a recluse. And he didn't talk much. He just sit back in the corner of his bar and observe. But now I'm looking like, you know what? It's my turn, man. It's my turn, like little baby, man. I'm ready to get out there, build on the things that I've already started, and expand from there, man. I'm just fortunate to be in this position, man, and I'm being intentional about building those relationships and expanding my wings.
Smoking these cigars.
I'm gonna smoke plenty of cigars along the way. I've been fortunate to smoke some of the best shit in the world, man. Something to Smoke 2 podcast, man. We about to sign off, man. It's been a great night. I'm loving it. You all will see us weekly, bi-weekly, whenever we feel like doing this. You'll catch us on YouTube, catch us on Facebook. We got a Facebook group you can join. Just request. One of our members will possibly approve you after we vet you a little bit. But soon you'll be able to catch us on Instagram, TikTok, and all that social media. Yes. We get into it, man. It's Something to Smoke 2 podcast. We starting this journey off. We're going to keep it going, man. Love to all my cigar shops around the city. If we did not mention your name, I've been to a couple places in the city, man, and we respect what y'all do. All the cigar brands. Hey, man, shout out to you, man. Padron, Fuente, y'all know y'all our favorites. We fans of y'all product. I'm just ready, man. I'm ready to continue this journey, man. Make it better. Shout out, man. TN8, the neighborhood 8, man. I love you, brothers.
Yeah,
Let's
too,
go.
bro.
Be easy, man.
yeah, easy, y'all.